Hi, hello, I'm back. It's been a while. Okay, here are my updates. I am shooting a documentary on flag football, specifically on 8v8. They call it Big Ball. No, but it is 8v8 contact flag football women's. And specifically, this documentary is on the conception of the Eli League, which is a league in DC. And they've had a lot of impact on flag football just as a whole. And I think it would just be remiss to leave it out. So, my phone is ringing. And before I was so rudely interrupted, yeah, working on this documentary. I feel like it's dark over here. Hold on. Yeah, working on this documentary. Let's see. The last place that I left y'all with my little BTS of this was that I am doing all of this. Number one, it's no longer just me. Shout out to Kayla, okay? Kayla from Lady Elite, like, yeah, that's my homegirl. Cool. That's my co-cinematographer, my co-producer, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So Kayla has been playing for Lady Elite for a couple years now, and she wanted to do something similar years prior, but she just never took the time to put everything together. But she is a photographer as well, so she's been shooting around the league, which is perfect, because what I need now is footage. I need footage of all the other teams. Obviously I have a whole lot of footage of LOC, but you feel me, we're a newer team. And before I was so rudely interrupted, not once but twice. Yeah, so now I have a co-cinematographer. Yay. But also I have footage. So me and Kayla went through like because I'm like, listen, I know you've been shooting these folks for a long time. Actually, I'm gonna put her tag up here, Hawkeye photographer, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put it up there. Phenomenal photographer. But I'm like, I know you've been shooting these girls for years. You need to go back through the messages, find the links of what you done sent folk. You know, go back through the Google Drive, all of that. So now we working with a footage pool of like 1,600. Cool. But a lot of this is Lady Elite teams that they have played. So that's perfect. Like we getting into the league. And then recently I did an interview with the national director of the UFFL, which was helpful because it filled in a lot of holes. But also I crashed out a little bit because we had to do it in 2 parts, and I don't think the second part recorded. But I'm gonna see him at Lynn Lewis, so we're gonna have to run some of that back, but it's fine. I did cry. Yeah, so like with that interview though, he gave me a lot of context, and he filled in a lot of gaps and holes, but he also made me realize I am not as knowledgeable on everything as I should be. And I have so much more to include in this, and I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed, like very much like this is too much, and I think it's the timeline. So the goal is to have this done by the end of the year. It's a 3-part series documentary. Parts 1 and 2 are the only things that I'm working on currently. So it's kind of split into like the introductory to like flag football, you know, and then the dynasties, the older teams, and then current day Eli. So I have not even touched current day Eli. We are only presently at intro and like the dynasty teams. Like he gave me a list of like 7 names I gotta talk to. Granted, obviously I know I don't have to include all of the information in every single interview, but like I'm an outsider stepping into this and like telling the story, so it does have to be holistic and it does have to be factually correct. Yeah, because regardless, even if I am a documentarian in this time, I'm still bound by a journalistic code of ethics. So yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed. Somebody on Threads gave me some advice to just kind of like, you know, like things that I know, but it's just like, I don't know. I really would like somebody to like sit down with me and like go through the footage, because I think that's also another thing, because the way my schedule is set up, I only get 2 days out the week to work on this, and at least one of those 2 days I BS and I don't actually work on it. And this week it feels like I BS on 2 of the days. So like now I'm just like, ugh. And the fall is quickly approaching, and it's like I need to have parts 1 and 2 done before part 3, because I don't want to go down to Lynn Lewis. Lynn Lewis is a tournament that'll happen in October, and that's where I'll get like the bulk of the rest of these interviews. But I don't want to go down there and be needing to edit part 1 and 2. Like, a lot of that is going to be like context stuff that'll go in current day Eli, so that we can talk to the newer players, like the people that are currently the face of the league. Everything that this needs to be done before, because also if we are going to, you feel me, start putting together little infomercials to submit to potential sponsors, you know, like if we want to do things like, well, next, like if we're going to submit to film festivals, that has to happen this year for next year. If we want sponsors for the rest of the shit we need, I mean, for the rest of the stuff we need to shoot, for the rest of the stuff that we need to get, like if we want to do a screening, I want to do a screening in DC and in North Carolina. Sponsors. Yeah, so I'm just, you feel me, the fall is coming quickly. I am overwhelmed, and this is just out of my wheelhouse, you know, like I've said it before, these are the things that I do on a regular, but not this scope, not this scale. Very much quick day turns, and this is a very long project. I've been working on this since January. It is now July. Yeah, but with that, I'm glad that I did finally get that interview. I actually exported parts 1 and 2 just so like we could kind of get a feel of what like things will start to look like. So I think these past like 2 months have been helpful in moving things along, but I am starting to lose focus of the actual story. I feel like I'm not a big picture person, and so I'm like looking at it fragmented, but I'm just like, I did check some things off my list. There were some people that I needed to for sure include, and some people that like some names that I've heard around the flag community for a long time that are no longer with us. So I got some folks to talk about them. I got some footage of them, so that was cool. That was great. Amazing. Yeah, I feel like that's all my updates. Yeah. I'm probably going to, my focus right now will probably be like, I don't know, hopefully solidifying just one of these sections so I can just feel better. And then starting to put together, like, I asked Kayla to like start to put together like infomercial type stuff. Granted, I have interviews and stuff, so it'll be like largely based on that, but just like little preview type stuff so that we can say this is coming. Can you please send us $1,000? Yeah, nothing too crazy. Anyways, it's fine. I'm gonna look back on this when it's done, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna get done. Yeah. Thanks so much for listening to me out. Like and subscribe. Love you guys.